I hate to make outright predictions in time frame and magnitude, but I think we could see a late rally into the end of the year.
So the next 3 months, do you see a decline in the S&P?
I think there's a possibility. I mean, if you look at the fundamentals in terms of the macro picture, it's pretty bleak. We're seeing a slowdown, certainly in China. Brazil recently has definitely hit a wall almost. It's pretty concerning. So it's just part of the knock-on effect. We're in a globalized economy, so if everything starts to ratchet down, you know, the macro picture is bleak.
So what will it take to solve the European debt crisis? Can Europe be saved?
I think I've said for a while, and it was sort of out in the woods at first, that I think this crisis is beyond Europe's capabilities. The magnitude, there's 2 points: willingness and the funding mechanisms in terms of the size. I think when Secretary Geithner went to Europe, you can criticize our bailout from certain aspects, but the point is, he told them, you need an overwhelmingly large approach to this. And they've taken the opposite. They've taken sort of the minimal approach and extended it time after time.
Do you believe Europe is going to drag the U.S. into another recession?
Yes.
Or what's your probability?
I think the U.S. is going to be going into another recession because the globalized economy is slowing down. And everything's levered. In other words, we've exported a lot of our productive capabilities to cheaper sources of production, like China and some of the emerging economies. So that's had a negative effect, obviously, in employment. The other side of it is that our industry was exporting. You know, big manufacturers, the GEs, the Caterpillars, the folks that make very sophisticated and high value added product were exporting to this growth engine. Well, if that growth engine slows down, guess what happens? They start to reduce orders. We're starting to see that, I think, in certain aspects of technology and so forth.